Don't invest with Grant Cardone until you see this. I have been part of Grant Cardone's real estate club for over 3 years, and I have invested with him, as well as have invested in almost all of his programs that he has, and attended pretty much all of the seminars and masterminds and events that he is hosting. Throughout all these years, I gained lots of valuable insight. I learned a lot of information, and it helped me to grow, to scale my businesses, as well as to create passive streams of income. So what I have actually noticed being inside of Grant Cardone community, and specifically in his real estate club, is that I have noticed the same patterns that people go through, the ones that invest into these programs. Majority of them, they take last money that they don't have. So in this real estate club, there's different types of people. There's those that been in real estate already for a long time. So, and at the same time, there is a lot of people that are just starting out. They've been in some kind of a real estate game. Some of them real estate like agents. A lot of them just at some point bought one property or maybe a few. Very inspirational, especially then once you attend one of Grant Cardone's event, you like very inspired, you all like on that hype, and like all the information you get, you gain there, okay, you just like have all this hype just to go implement right away. You attend one of the Grant Cardone's events, so typically, like, you know, he one of his strategies that he says is that okay, just like don't think about where you're gonna get the money and how you're gonna get the money. Even if you don't have the money, just charge the credit card, put it on the credit card, go all in, invest in it, and then you just, you know, gonna start getting the results. But here's the thing, a lot of the people, yes, they listen to this, they're all under this hype, and they're all like all this motivated, inspired, and energized. What happens is that they charge the credit cards, they become part of the club, and then they just put all their money, the last money that they have on the credit card. So is this a great strategy? Yes, it is, but it all depends for who. Once you charge this on credit card, you still have to pay the credit card, and the typical fee on the credit card are like very, very high. And I'm sharing this from this recent example. She charged the credit card 25 grand, okay, but then her plan is that she's gonna just do the balance transfer, zero balance transfer from one credit card to another credit card. It didn't work out. Another plan is that's what Grant talking about. Okay, just refinance, take the equity out of the house, and then you'll just pay off your membership, whatever's left, then you're gonna go invest with me in the deals. Is this a great strategy? Yes, it might be a great strategy, but it all depends on your personal and financial situation. That lady that I was speaking to, she thought that she's gonna be able to use that strategy, but then what turned out is that she has no income. She's not working anywhere. What it means is that for her to refinance her mortgage, she needs to put together the documents, because the bank is not going to approve her if she doesn't have an income, she doesn't have a W-2 or some source of income, because that's what typically they're looking at. So they're not just looking at the house and the home equity that you have, they're also looking at how much you're making and if you are able to pay for that mortgage and the equity that you're trying to pull out of the house. So now what this lady is facing with the situation, she is putting all of her time and all of her energy into figuring out how to pay this $25,000 when she has no income coming in, there's no other income, and then she's faced of paying 26% interest rate on this credit card. Instead of actually taking advantage of the club, because yes, is it a great idea to be part of the club and invest all this money? Yes, that's if you are financially stable at this situation, because look at what is happening right now. Instead of actually spending all this time and energy being active in the community, getting to know all the people, networking with all the people, looking for the deals, and putting all this time, focus, and energy, she is trying to figure out how to pay off the credit card and how to refinance. And it's not any, none of this is working out, and now she's all stressed out, looking to get another job, so this way she can start paying all this mortgage. The bottom line is this a great strategy to listen Grant Cardone? Might be, if you are in the right financial situation, or if you are asked professional advice. And here is another thing, by the way. Whenever Grant sells anything or says anything, the first thing he also mentioned, this is not a professional advice. And before you make that decision, you need to consult with your tax professionals or financial advisors. Therefore, maybe you need to start listening to his advice, the first thing that he says, before you making that financial decision. Here's the solution that I would suggest. Before you consider investing such a large amount of money that you don't have, put together a plan. The thing is that it's not going to go anywhere. The way they sell, it's like, oh my God, if you don't sign right away, right now, then it's going to go away. Trust me, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? So make a decision. You want to be part of the club? You want to be part of the community? Awesome. That's a commitment. So that's your number one. The first step is the second step. Okay, now let's put a plan together around that. So if I have no money and I have to charge the credit card, am I going to worry about how I'm going to pay off? Or I'm just going to forget about it and let the interest accrue, and then I'm just going to focus all of my energy, all of my time and efforts into the club to make sure that I'm gonna make this work. So why am I saying this? Because if you choosing to focus all of your energy, it wouldn't even matter that you will be paying this 26% eventually on this 25,000, because the amount of money you're gonna make throughout that year is going to be more eventually than the interest that you're putting on the credit card. But you got to make that decision, and it's a very bold decision. And for some, it might not even work. So make a decision. I would suggest to figure this out before you're going to charge the 25,000. And this is where the plan comes into the place. So if she would have done that before, the way it would have looked like different is, all right, what are the options I have? One of the options, okay, you might maybe ask your relative, your family members, your friends, someone invest into you and say, okay, can I maybe charge on your guys' credit card with this low interest rate, or maybe borrow money from you? You see, so you have the plan before you actually charge this membership. You don't have the money, but you have the time. So what you can do is that you can leverage your time. Here's the thing, time is money. At one of the events, when during the lunchtime, one of the lady actually got up, and then she asked, there was in the lunchroom, there was probably like 200-300 people that were already in the club. And then she got up and she said, I don't have the money, but I really would like to be in the club. And I'm willing to put all my time, all my energy, myself, to do whatever it takes to succeed. And then guess what happened? There's another member that is in the club. He was looking for someone to leverage the time to help him to search for the deals. He said, I'll pay for your membership. So you see, you putting a plan together before you actually going and charging. And it totally does work. The bottom line is Grant Cardone gives amazing advices. It's not just one size fits all. It needs to be personalized. Before you're gonna make any major investments decisions, consult with the right people. Consult with the people who can actually know your personal situation, your personal financial situation, understand the numbers, and then based on these numbers, you can see and understand for yourself and craft a plan together, work on that plan, and just wait for a little bit of the time before you're gonna make any costly mistakes.